So welcome to chair yoga. So good to have you here today. We're going to start seated in the chair. We may just sit in the chair the whole time today. We'll just see how things go. So sitting up nice and tall, let's put our toes forward. Good. And take a look. Your knees and your toes should be in line with each other. And we're going to sit back so that your hips, ears, and shoulders are in line. Good. Let's take a minute and just close our eyes and breathe. Some nice big deep breaths. All right. Softening through that body, clearing your mind of any thought other than I'm just going to do something good for myself for this next 30 minutes with a good stretch. Good. Let's open up those eyes and turn your head to one side. And bring that head back to the center and turn your head to that other side. Simple neck stretches right here. Starting out simple, we'll get a little bit more complicated as we go. Tuck your chin right here. Breathe, nice big deep breath. And then let's bring that head all the way back up. Good. Now let's shrug those shoulders, get those shoulders involved just a little bit. Good, shrugging them up and down. Nice easy shrugs. Now let's take that shrug and bring it into a roll. Releasing those arms just that little bit. Rolling those shoulders back. Good. All right. Now, let's hold those shoulders back. Open up those palms. Sit up nice and tall. Remember that ear stretch we did earlier? We're going to take that ear over to the side, making it a little more complicated. So the palms are forward. We're going to take that arm, we're going to roll right here. Roll it backward, backward. Get that shoulder involved. Get that shoulder roll going just that little bit. Good. Now hold it back there. Let's look at the floor. Big stretch into that neck. Breathe, hold your breath. Bring that ear back. And then all the way up. Let's just shrug again. Just a little shrug. That little I don't know shrug. Good. Then we start with that shoulder roll, rolling those shoulders back. Good, letting that shoulder get involved. Rolling it back. Good. Now hold it back there. Hold it back there. Palms are forward. We're going to bring the opposite ear over to the side. And then take that opposite hand and we're going to roll it back. Getting deeper into that shoulder. Getting deeper into that shoulder. Good. And then let's quiet the rolling of that arm and look at your floor. Feeling that stretch into the neck. Good. And then bring that all the way back up. Bring the head up. Now let's bring those arms up here, bending your elbows into that cactus pose. Let's squeeze those shoulder blades back. Building a little strength there, stretching through the chest, because as we go forward, as we get, I used this word earlier, that kyphosis, we tighten through the chest. So this opens up that chest. It's so important to have an open chest, but it's also important to strengthen those back muscles. So we're going to hold it and breathe. Nice big deep breaths. Good. And then let's bring it around here. So the best that you can, I want you to bring your hands together and your elbows together. Good, sitting up nice and tall, and we're just going to hold it right here, sit up tall, and crunch a little bit forward until you feel that stretch in the shoulder. And we're going to hold it here. And then we're going to bring it up, we're going to make it a little harder. So we're going to open up here, stretch through that chest. Good. Shoulders are down and relaxed. Good, bring the arm around this time. So instead of together, we're gonna either make the letter X right here, we're gonna hold our arms right here, or we're gonna wrap it all the way into an eagle pose. This is an eagle arm. We could be here, or we could be here. I know I'm talking loud, sorry. I'll try to be quiet. So, right here, we're just gonna hold through the shoulders, sit up nice and tall. Could add that little forward crunch. We could be here, could be this. Right? Lots of options. Sorry. You decide what feels the best. Breathing, holding, stretching through that shoulder. Being mindful of which hand is on the top. All right, now lift it up. Let's open it up, cactus pose. And then cross it here. Good, we could be here, or we could be in that eagle pose. Now the other arm is over on the top, sitting up tall. We're crunching it forward. Breathing, stretching through the top of those shoulders. Good, and then inhale, lift. And one last time, cactus pose, stretch it out. Good. Now let's take those hands, we're going to grab the back of that chair. I'm going to move this here. Grabbing the back of that chair, I want you to lean forward. There we go, so lean it forward here. Good. Feel that nice stretch through those shoulders. One more time. Tuck your chin. Shake your head like you're looking for the elusive napkin. Oh. Good. And then let's come all the way up. Very good. All right, let's see how this goes. All right, so bring those legs out wide. We're going to sit forward just a little bit. Hands come to the knees. And I want you to curl yourself backward. Curl yourself back. Good. And then inhale and push that belly forward. So a little wide-legged cat and cow. Curl here and push that belly. Good. Getting down into the lower part of the spine. So I want you to think about your belly button as a bowl, and every time you go backward, here it comes, we're going to fill up the bowl in your belly button. And then we're going to dump it out as we come forward. So we're really making that pelvis tilt back and forth. All right, now let's see when we come back. Can we come back a little bit to the right and then to the left? So I want you to add a little bit of a circling motion to that cat and cow. So it comes forward, curling around. It's a tiny circle. I'm not doing anything big or anything too exaggerated. Good, let's do the other way. So we do that cow and then the cat. And we start moving a little bit into the side muscles there. Good. That feels good, doesn't it? Yeah. All right. Now let's pause right in the center. If that made you dizzy, let's take a big deep breath. Good. All right. Now, let's anchor on one side. We're going to look over our shoulder, still stretching through the shoulder. We're going to, in the back, we're going to reach up if we can. If we can't, we can just look up. That's fine. Reaching adds just a little extra. And we're going to bring it back down to the side and reaching the other way. And then bringing it back down. Let's walk those feet in. Good. So we're going to put some of those movements together. Let's kick those legs out just a little bit here. Good. Get some blood in those feet. So we're going to put some of those movements together. So we're going to inhale, lift, cactus pose. Good. Kick your feet right here. Good. One more on each side. Good. We're going to take that cactus pose. We're going to bring it forward, putting our hands on our thighs. Good. And we're going to curl for that cat. And exhale for that cow, look up, bringing everything back to neutral. We're going to slide it forward. So if you have had any problems with being dizzy or you have had surgery, keep your head above your chest. Otherwise, we're going to curl right over that spine or right over those legs. All right, remember that turn and lift. Here it is, turn and lift. And bring it down and turn and lift. And bring it down, push through your feet. Inhale, come all the way up. This time let's do a big reach. If your reach doesn't work, we can always add that bent elbow, right? That cactus pose. So you decide, let's kick those feet right here, kick them out. Good. All right, one more time. Good, cactus pose. We're gonna lean it forward, hands come to those thighs. Good, let's curl. And then exhale and bring it forward. Good, neutral spine, sliding down. Only bringing the head down if you feel safe. Bringing one arm up. And down, and then the other up. And down, good. And then let's come all the way up. Stretch it out, put those heels forward. Good, and then reach it forward. Oh, it's a little fluid motion there. Good, all right, and bring it all the way back. So let's work a little bit more on that shoulder. So we're gonna take our wrists and our hands and we're gonna clean the bowl, okay? We're just gonna clean the bowl. Good, maybe we made a big batch of potato salad or coleslaw or something. And then we're gonna clean the other way. Maybe we made cookies or muffins or bread. Something that we need to clean the bowl for. Good. Now, I want you to get your elbows involved in it. So elbows, hands, and let's open and close our hands at the same time. So now we have three things going. We're opening and closing our hands, we're rolling our wrists, and we're letting the elbows come around. Good. Now, can you make it a little more organic and get the shoulders involved? So now we have the wrists, the hands, the elbows, and the shoulders. Good. Can you add a little lift off the chair? So now we're rocking back and forth. We're doing our wrists, our hands, our elbows, our shoulders, and our hips. Moving everything around. Ooh. Give them a shake and a wiggle. Good. All right, so that kind of woke us up a little bit, didn't it? Excuse me, let's sit back in that chair. Excuse me. Bringing yourself forward just a little bit. Let's hug that one leg in. Good, and we're gonna stick that chest forward. Good. Feel that nice stretch. For those of you that want a little deeper stretch, we can extend here through this leg as well. Good. I'm gonna put my foot back on the floor. And then we're gonna hold behind the thigh. We're gonna kick that leg out. Now, mind you, my leg is way up high, yours doesn't have to be. If you hold up here, you can kick it right here, that's fine. This is just where my body allows me to go, and so I'm gonna go to that extent without any pain. I'm gonna go as high as I can. Good, and my back is on the chair for safety. I'm protecting my back. Good. All right, from this position, hold it right here. That leg I know gets heavy. We're gonna point and flex that toe. And then roll that ankle. Keep holding on and roll the other way. Good. Extend that leg. Now we're going to slowly bring that leg down. Let it come all the way down. Extend it out. Imagine I'm there. I'm tugging it. And the opposite arm is going to reach. Good. So we're going to reach that arm, reach that leg, pull it away, pull away. Keep your chin tucked close to your body. Good. Now, I want you to put your opposite foot on the floor. We're going to push through that foot. Maybe if you have arms in your chair, the base of your chair, we're going to lift up, and I want you to grab that leg and turn and twist with a nice straight spine. Keep your spine nice and straight. Good. So let's try that again. So we're going to extend it out. I'm going to anchor somewhere. I'm going to push myself up. I'm going to reach for that leg, nice tall spine. And I'm going to turn and twist. Now, if you had any pain with that, a snap or crackle, a pop, anything that you were uncomfortable with, don't do that on the other side. All right, and then let's do the other side. So here we go. We lift that leg up, hug it in, push your chest forward. That's going to keep your spine straight. Breathe. That's going to keep you upright. All right, let's kick that leg out. Stretch it out. Good. All right. Okay, good. Does anybody else get a crunch on one side? I have a crunchy spot on this side. All right, the leg will get heavy, but we're gonna hold it up there, pointing and flexing. Good. Now remember, you could be down here, that's fine. Roll that ankle. This just so happens that this is where my body allows me to go. You go where your body allows you to go. Good, all right, now we're gonna slowly bring that leg down, extending it out, extend it out, taking the opposite arm up overhead, keeping your chin tucked down, feeling that stretch. Imagine I'm there, I'm pulling that leg away, I'm pulling your hand away. Good, now I'm gonna anchor on my chair, anchor on the arm of the chair, and I'm gonna sit up tall, sitting tall, turn and twist. Good, and bring it back down, stretch it out. Keep your chin tucked in. And then let's come back up and turn and twist. Good, and then let's bring it all the way back out. Let's rock those hips just a little bit. Good, all right. So let's bring those legs out wide. You're on your heels. I have to scoot forward, so I'm in a comfortable spot on my back side. So I'm sitting nice and tall. I'm just going to turn and rock, slide down just that little bit. Good. Stretching through the side just a little. Stretching through the legs just a little. Good. One more on each side. Last one, let's hold it here. So hold it here with a little look up. And then bring it in. Let's do the other side. Look up. And bring it in. Good. So we did that sideward movement, but we didn't completely engage the torso. So let's get that in there too. So we're going to keep the legs here this time, the feet on the floor. And I used to call this my washing machine. So this small load is nice and small. It's just a little bit of a twist. Right? Do you feel the difference a little bit now? We're using some different muscles on the side. Good. So if it makes you dizzy, don't turn your head, just look forward. So, and then we get to that medium load, right? Maybe some underwear and socks, not the delicates. Good. So we twist. Good. All right. And then we get to the towels. Here we go. Open them up a little bit. Turn and twist. So we're the agitator. We're agitating those clothes, twisting through that body. Good. Waking up that spine. There's one more load. It's the when Alden Lindstrom comes home from college load. It's that big load. It's all of his bedding. It's everything that he hasn't washed all semester long. It's a big load. Aren't you glad you don't have to do those anymore, right? I do them with joy. I love it when I have my children home. All right, and last one. Oh, and then let's bring those shoulders down. Good, you feel nice and loose through that spine. All right, let's go ahead and get up for just a couple minutes. So march those feet out. Good. Get some blood in those feet, march them out. Plant those feet. Let's go ahead and stand up. And we're going to come behind that chair. I'm going to turn my chair so that you can see. Good. All right. And stand far enough behind your chair that we're going to do some rocking back and forth, and I don't want you to knock the chair with your knees. So we're going to come forward a little, look up, lifting those heels, and then we're going to come back lifting the toes. So it's just a rock forward and a rock back. Stretching through the calf muscles, building strength in the calf muscles. Keeping your head and shoulder right in line with each other, so please make sure that you're not looking at me and cranking your neck so that you can see me. I'm still here and I'm still doing that rock back and forth. All right, and then let's hold this one back. Hold this one back there. Push your chest forward. Let's lean into that chair a little deeper. Use that chair as a tool. Good. Get that nice stretch. Now, release your hips a little bit. Push them back. Happy dog tail, you should be able to wag. Good, all right, now let's stand up nice and tall. We're going to take one leg and step it back. Good, now I want you, we're not actually doing any warrior series here, so I want you to go ahead and bend that back knee and shift your weight to the back until you feel the stretch into that Achilles tendon or right below your calf. Good, and if you need to adjust to do that, please adjust so that you can do that. Maybe you need to step back a little further. Then we shift our weight back. So notice I went from being right over my hips to shifting back, holding that chair. Good, I'm even getting a little stretch in that quadricep muscle. And then let's come up, let's do the other side. Oh, march it out. Ooh, I felt that today. Good, all right. So that leg comes back. Good, we bend that knee, shift that weight back. We're really stretching into the calf and the Achilles tendon. Stretching back there, really getting those muscles. Good, and we're holding that chair for safety and support. Good, holding and breathing, getting that little longer stretch for a little deeper stretch into that leg. Good. All right, and then let's come up. Take both feet back. Let's do that down dog on the chair. Remember, if you stayed seated, you can do all of these same exercises. You just have to either modify by sitting side saddle or coming with your feet forward, lifting right here, stretching that bottom all the way back. Happy dog, relax those hips, push it back, stretch it out. Breathe. Good, soften through those knees, let's walk it forward. Now let's kick those heels right here, kick those heels. Good. Now this next move is going to be a little bit harder, and some of us will be able to do it and some of us won't, and that's okay. So we're going to stop with a heel kick, and I want you to maybe grab, if you have long pants on, grab the pant leg. If you have your shoes on, grab your heel. For some of us, we can actually even grab that ankle, and we're just going to stand here pushing those hips forward. If you can't do this at all, that's perfectly fine. Go to a hamstring stretch by putting that heel forward and stretching here. Otherwise, for those of us that can, we're going to be right here pushing that hip forward. A little more advanced, sometimes we would do this with a strap. You could also grab your strap and do it this way. But we're not going to be here real long. And put that foot down, kick the other side up. If you can, grab the back of your pants. If you have long pants, grab the back of your shoe or grab that ankle. Push that hip forward, stretching through that hamstring and that quadricep muscle. Breathing, nice big deep breaths. Good, and then let's bring it all the way back down. Good, all right, so I told you we're just gonna be up for a little while, and that's all it was, 5 minutes up today. Let's go ahead and sit back in that chair. Good. Let's come all the way forward. Good. All right, let's do one big stretch. So heels are forward, lifting up here, arms can be bent. Keep your chin tucked. It's a chest stretch here, especially if you have a lower back chair. And bringing those hands back over, push yourself up, sit up nice and tall. Good. Let's do a little cat and cow here, kind of a reset. So curl, let's get our arms involved, hold them back, and stretch them forward, and then come up, hold them back and stretch them forward, curl, hold them back, stretch them forward. Oh, that feels good. And up, back, and forward. One more time, curl, pull them back, stretch them forward, and up, pull them back, and stretch them forward. Good. All right. Very good. All right, so let's take those hands and we're going to open and close just a little bit, and we're going to squeeze the fingers. And I like to imagine that I'm going to squeeze a spice so I can smell the fragrance of it. So I have basil maybe, and I'm going to squeeze it. And maybe I'm not getting enough of the scent of it. So I'm gonna take it and rub it in between my fingers. But I want you to really squeeze those fingers together. This is an important fine motor skill. Right here, we're building that strength in the thumb so that we don't lose the use of that thumb. Good, now we're gonna flick that spice and put it on our food, so flick it right onto your food, we're flicking it. That's a nice professional way to do it, right? Flick your spice on your food, but you get what I'm saying, right? If you'd rather, you could think of you're flicking water off of your fingers. That'd be fine too. Good. All right, now let's shake off any extra. Shake it off. Good, very good. Now, let's sit back in that chair, sitting up nice and tall. Good, bring your shoulders back and down, sitting up tall and proud. It takes a lot more muscle, doesn't it, than just to sit in a slouching tight position. So let's turn our head, finishing just the way we started with the neck stretch. With the head turn, bringing your chin down this time, making it a little bit more advanced. And bring that head up, bring it back to the center, turn your head, and bring that chin down. And bring the head up, bring it back to the center, and tuck your chin. And bring that head all the way up. Now turn your head with a shake, like you're saying, where did it go? Where did it go? Good, and then bring it right back to the center with your shrug of an I don't know. I don't know where it went. You may be talking about my sanity, who knows? Good. All right, now let's sit back in that chair, relaxing in that chair. Find that comfortable position where you can still sit tall, but you're not slouching. So don't get in the bucket seat, but we're still lifted through the body. The chest is lifted. We're going to bring those hands to a comfortable position. And we're going to do just a little guided relaxation here. So we'll take just a couple minutes and we'll do that. So I want you to envision that you are in a place where you feel safe and you feel warm. And maybe it's one of your favorite places to go. Maybe it's one of your favorite things to do. For me, maybe that's the beach, somewhere sunny. So envision that you're in your happy place wherever it is and it's warm. And it's so warm that you start to feel sleepy and relaxed. And in that sleepy, relaxed state, you're softening through your face, taking the tension out of your cheeks and your forehead. And just like a warm breeze flowing down into your shoulders, you're taking that relaxation into the shoulders, feeling the warmth of that relaxation, feeling the safeness of it, feeling the joy of it. Good, softening through the shoulders, starting to feel heavy in your chair, relaxing through the shoulder, feeling the warmth of that relaxation flow into your belly, softening through those muscles. And that warmth flows into the hips and to the thighs as you feel heavy in your chair, feeling soft, feeling happy, feeling joy. Letting that warmth of that relaxation flow into your calves and all the way to your toes. And breathing nice big deep breaths, just happy to be where you are in that favorite place. Breathing some big deep breaths. Taking this last moment to just enjoy being where you are. Being happy where you're planted. Slowly bring your focus back into the room and hold on to that peaceful feeling, that quiet. Let's open our eyes, take a big deep breath. Bringing those hands up to prayer, and those prayer hands come down to your heart. Thank you so much for joining me today in Chair Yoga. I hope that you feel stretched and energized and ready for whatever the day brings. Namaste. Just a reminder, tomorrow we are going to do about 15 to 20 minutes of hands and feet yoga. So come barefooted if you can. And if it's not for you, then maybe you just don't take that class for tomorrow. But we'll work on stretching the muscles and things in our hands and our carpal tunnel area. And we'll work on our feet and our ankles some tomorrow. So I hope to see you there. Thanks so much.